Good morning, students. God bless you. Welcome to 11th standard business max class. The last class we have discussed input output analysis from the first chapter. In this class we are going to see about the second chapter, algebra. Okay. The algebra is derived from the Arabic word al-jabar. Okay. The Al-Khwarizmi is the father of algebra. Okay. The application of algebra is to find the perimeter and area of any plane region, and also to find the volume and curved surface area of the solid sphere. Okay, these are the applications of algebra. Okay, in this class specially we are going to see about partial fraction. This is very important topic from this chapter. Okay, listen carefully. Exercise 2.1, resolve into partial fraction for the following. The first question, in 3x plus 7 divided by x squared minus 3x plus 2. So 3x plus 7 divided by, so already known the factorization. Okay, this is quadratic equation. So multiplying coefficient of x squared with the constant 1 2s are 2 plus 2, and also the middle of the term is minus 3 coefficient. So 1 2s are 2, minus 1 minus 2, totally minus into minus plus, 1 2s are 2, minus 1 minus 2, totally minus 3. Okay, so the factors are x minus 1 and x minus 2. This is already known. Okay, this is the first step. In case already given the factors, ignore the first step. Okay, this is a first step for this question. Okay, the next one, 3x plus 7 divided by x minus 1 into x minus 2, which is equal to, consider the denominator. This is second degree equation. So you introduce two constant values, namely a and b. Okay, suppose you get third degree polynomial, introduce three constant values a, b, c. Okay, here you get second order polynomial, so introduce two constant values, namely a and b. This is your second step. Okay, whole divided by the one of the factor is x minus 1, splitting the factor here x minus 2. This is your second step. This is partial fraction. Listen carefully. Okay, the first step is factorizing the denominator. Then the second step is introduce the constant values. Okay, next 3x plus 7 divided by x minus 1 into x minus 2, which is equal to, here taking the LCM, the x minus 1 into x minus 2. Okay, using the multiplication a into x minus 2 plus b into x minus 1. Okay, using the cross multiplication. Okay, here using the cancellation law, the denominators are same. Okay, the remaining values are 3x plus 7 equal to a into x minus 2 plus b into x minus 1. Okay, this is equation number 1. Okay, have you understood? The first step is factorizing the denominator. The second step is introducing the constant values. Then the third one is making the cancellation of the denominator. Okay, now we get the equation. Okay, next find the value of a and b. This is your fourth step. Okay, find the value of a and b. First equation is 3x plus 7 equal to a into x minus 1 plus b into x minus 2. This is your first equation. Okay, put x is equal to 1 in 1. Okay, the first equation implies 3 into x replacing now 1 plus 7 equal to a into x equal to 1, so 1 minus 2 plus b into 1 minus 1. 3 into 1, 3 plus 7 equal to a into 1 minus 2 is minus 1 plus b into 1 minus 1, 0. 3 plus 7 is 10, which is equal to plus into minus minus 1 into a plus b into 0, 0. Okay, therefore a is equal to minus 10. Okay, next put x is equal to 2 in 1. Okay, 1 implies 3 into 2 plus 7, which is equal to a into 2 minus 2 plus b into 2 minus 1. Okay, all x replacing by 2. 3 2s are 6 plus 7, which is equal to 7 into 2 minus 2 0 plus b into 2 minus 1 is 1. Then 6 plus 7 is 13, which is equal to a into 0 0 plus b into 1 b. Therefore b is equal to 13. Now we get value of a and b. Okay, this is your question. 3x plus 7 divided by x minus 1 into x minus 2, which is equal to a divided by x minus 1 plus b divided by x minus 2. This is your partial fraction. Okay, now we get the value of a and b. The a value is minus 10, b is equal to 13. Okay, rewrite the value. First write the positive term, then write the negative term. Okay, this is the required partial fraction. Have you understood? What are the steps are you have? The first step is factorizing the denominator. Okay, then the second step is introducing the constant. Okay, then the third one, find the value of a and b. Then substitute the a and b, we get the required partial fraction. Have you understood? Okay, listen, this is your third question. The second question is your homework. Okay, the same manner of first question. The third question, 1 divided by x minus 1 into x plus 2 the whole square. The solution, 1 divided by x minus 1 into x plus 2 the whole square, which is equal to, now we get the factors. Okay, directly introduce the partial fraction constant. Okay, a divided by x minus 1 plus b divided by, now we get the quadratic factor. Okay, that means x plus 2 the whole square. Okay, so only want to write the linear factors. So this can be right, listen carefully, x plus 2 plus c divided by x plus 2 the whole square. Okay, suppose you have x plus 2 the whole cube means b divided by x plus 2, c divided by x plus 2 whole square plus d divided by x plus 2 whole cube. Okay, one by one want to write. Okay, have you understood this place? Okay, this is your first step. Then 1 divided by x minus 1 into x plus 2 the whole square, which is equal to, now find the LCM of the denominator of RHS. Okay, the LCM is x minus 1 into x plus 2. The left hand side denominator is the LCM of RHS. Okay, so a into, here x minus 1 only appear, so remaining term is x plus 2 the whole square. Is it or not? Okay, plus b into, here x plus 2 only is there, remaining terms are x minus 1 and one more x plus 2. Because one terms of x plus 2 only appear, remaining, this is x plus 2 the whole square, remaining term of x plus 2 also want to write. Okay, then plus c into x plus 2 the whole square is appear, remaining term is x minus 1, so x minus 1. Okay, have you understood? Next, cancelling the both the denominator, remaining we get 1 equal to a into x plus 2 the whole square plus b into x minus 1 into x plus 2 plus c into x minus 1. This is your first equation. Okay, this is your ith equation. Then put the value of x is equal to 1. We get value of a, because here b is equal to 0, then here put 1, c also 0, b and c are 0, remaining we get value of a. When put x is equal to minus 2, we get value of c, because here x plus 2 is up here, so minus 2 plus 2 is 0, so a fully 0. Here x plus 2 is up here in b, so x minus 2 plus 2 is cancelled, so 0, so b into 0 0, so finally we get value of c. Okay, when two values are get, directly put x is equal to 0, we find out the third value of b. Have you understood? Okay, one by one we do. Okay, this is your first equation. Now put x is equal to 1 in 1. Okay, Now put x is equal to 1 and 1. The first equation implies the LHS side is equal to 1. So 1 equal to a into, now x replacing by 1. So 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 the whole square plus b into 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1. Then 1 plus 2 plus c into 1 minus 1. Okay. So 1 equal to a into 1 plus 2 is 3. So 3 square plus b into 0. 1 plus 2 is 3 plus c into 0. Okay. So 1 equal to 3 square. 3 square is 9. Okay. 9 into a, 9a. Plus b into 0, 0. Plus c into 0, 0. Okay. Here a only need. So making the transposition, we get 1 by 9. So a is equal to 1 by 9. Then put x is equal to minus 2 in 1. So the first equation implies the LHS 1 equal to a into minus 2 plus 2 the whole square. Okay. Plus b into 2 minus 1. Now x is equal to minus 2. So minus 2 minus 1. Then minus 2 plus 2 plus c into minus 2 minus 1. Okay. 1 is equal to a into minus 2 plus 2 is 0. 0 square plus b into minus 2 minus 1. Totally minus 3. Minus 2 plus 2 is 0. Plus c into minus 2 minus 1. Totally minus 3. Okay. So 1 is equal to 0 into a is 0 plus 0 into b is equal to 0 plus into minus minus c into 3, 3c. Okay. Then making the transposition, we get plus 3 is equal to minus 1. Okay. C is equal to minus 1 by 3. Okay. Have you understood? Put x is equal to 0 in 1. Okay. Because now we get a and c value. Want to find the third one, that is b value. Okay. But x is equal to 0 in 1. So 1 equal to a into x value is 0. So 0 plus 2 the whole square plus b into 0 minus 1 into 0 plus 2 plus c into 0 minus 1. 1 equal to a into 0 plus 2 is 2. 2 square plus b into 0 minus 1 is minus 1. 0 plus 2 is 2 plus c into 0 minus 1 is minus 1. 1 equal to 2 square is 4. So 4 into a, 4a. Okay. Minus into plus minus. 1 2s are 2. 2 into b, 2b. Plus into minus minus. 1 into c, c. 1 equal to. Now substitute a and c value. 4 into a is equal to 1 by 9. Minus 2b minus c is equal to minus 1 by 3. This is the question minus. The c value is minus 1 by 3. So 1 is equal to 1 4s are 4 by 9 minus 2b minus into minus plus 1 by 3. Okay. Find the value of b. So making the transposition, we get plus 2b is equal to 4 by 9 plus 1 by 3, 3 minus 1. Okay. 2b is equal to the LCM of 1, 3, 9 is 9. Okay. So 4 plus here LCM is 9. So multiplying by 3. 1 3s are 3. LCM is 9. So 1 9s are 9. Okay. Have you understood this? 2b is equal to 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 minus 9 divided by 9. 2b is equal to 7 minus 9 is minus 2. Okay. Divided by 9. B is equal to minus 2 by 9 into 2. Okay. Making the transposition. 2 2 are cancelled. Remaining b is equal to minus 1 divided by 9. Okay. Okay. This is your question. So 1 divided by x minus 1 x plus 2 the whole square equal to replacing a, b, c value. A value is 1 by 9. So 1 divided by 9 into x minus 1. Then b value is minus 1 by 9. Okay. So plus into minus minus 1 divided by 9 into x plus 2 plus c value is minus 1 by 3. So plus into minus minus. So minus 1 divided by 3 into x plus 2 the whole square. Okay, that's all your answer. Have you understood? Okay. Okay, the fourth question, 1 divided by x squared minus 1, which is equal to 1 divided by, this can be right, x square minus 1 square. 1 squared also 1. Okay, this is equal to 1 divided by, this is look like a square minus b square. So what is the formula for a square minus b square? A plus b into a minus b. So x plus 1 into x minus 1. Is it or not? Okay, your question is 1 divided by x plus 1 into x minus 1. Okay, what is your first step? Introducing the constant a divided by, because the quadratic equation. So a divided by x plus 1 plus b divided by x minus 1. Okay, then 1 divided by x plus 1 into x minus 1 divided by, making the LCM, x plus 1 into x minus 1. A into, here x plus 1 only appears, so remaining term is x minus 1 plus b into, here x plus 1 is missing, so x plus 1. Okay, making the cancellation, both the denominators are cancelled. Then 1 is equal to a into x minus 1 plus b into x plus 1. This is your first equation. Then find the value of a and b. Then replacing the a and b value, we get recurred partial fraction. Okay, so put x is equal to 1, because 1 minus 1 is 0 in 1. Okay, so 1 implies the LHS value is 1. 1 equal to a into 1 minus 1 plus b into 1 plus 1. 1 is equal to a into 1 minus 1 is 0 plus b into 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, 1 equal to a into 0, 0 plus b into 2, 2b. Okay, therefore b is equal to 1 by 2. Okay, then find the value of a. X is equal to minus 1 in 1. 1 implies 1 equal to a into minus 1 plus b into minus 1 plus 1. Okay, then 1 equal to a into minus 1 totally minus 2 plus b into minus 1 plus 1 is 0. 1 equal to plus into minus minus, a into 2, 2a, b into 0, 0. Okay, so a is equal to minus 1 by 2. Okay, making the transposition, we get the denominator value minus 1 by 2. Now we get the value of a and b. Okay, therefore the recurred partial fraction 1 divided by x plus 1 into x minus 1 equal to a divided by x plus 1 plus b divided by x minus 1. Okay, 1 divided by, the given question is x squared minus 1, which is equal to a value is minus 1 by 2, minus 1 divided by 2 into x plus 1 plus b value is 1 by 2. So 1 divided by 2 into x minus 1. Okay, that's all. Or 1 divided by x squared minus 1, which is equal to, write the positive value first, 1 divided by 2 into x minus 1 minus 1 divided by 2 into x plus 1. Okay, that's all the recurred partial fraction. Have you understood? In this manner, do 5th and 6th question is a homework. Okay, the 5th and 6th question is same manner of 3rd question. Okay, using the 3rd question steps to find the partial fraction of 5th and 6th question. Okay. Okay, dear students, today's homework, book page number 29, exercise 2.1, question number 2, 5 and 6. Okay, find the partial fraction. Do it well. Thank you. God bless you.